All right. We'll do roll call again. Mike Bullier,
Michael Boyer Hebron.
Mike Sharon,
Mike Sharon Hebron.
Joe Coletti,
Joe Coletti Hebron.
Kirsten Erlinson,
Kirsten Erlinson,
Pam Farrington,
Pam Farrington, Marlboro,
Carrie Frolino, Drew Golphin,
Drew Golphin, Marlboro.
Gabe Marks,
Gabe Marks Hebron.
Amy Romanchuk,
Amy Romanchuk, Marlboro.
Scott Soyette,
Scott Soyette, Andover.
and Heather Summer Hebron. You can stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Hebron, Andover, and Marlboro community engagement and attendance at BOE public meetings is welcome. The public comment segment of the meeting agenda is set aside so the BOE may receive public comments. Procedurally, public remarks will be limited to 3 minutes and citizens will be asked to identify themselves. Because the BOE is limited by the Freedom of Information Act to discussing only matters on the agenda, the BOE is not permitted to engage in a discussion of the comments presented. Okay, is there anybody who would like to make comment about the proposed 2024-2025 capital improvement budget? Okay. So do we have a recommendation that the board adopt the proposed 2024-2025 capital improvement budget in the amount of $499,777? Mike Sharon,
Second, Gabe Marks.
seconded by Gabe Marks. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the motion passes. So does anybody have any discussion regarding the 2024-2025 proposed operating budget? Okay, do we have a motion that the board adopt the proposed 2024-2025 operating budget in the amount of $31,294,010? Joe Coletti,
Second by Scott Soyette.
seconded by Scott Soyette. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the motion passes. Hebron, Andover, and Marlboro community engagement and attendance at BOE public meetings is welcome. The public comment segment of the meeting agenda is set aside so the BOE may receive public comments. Procedurally, public remarks will be limited to 3 minutes and citizens will be asked to identify themselves. Because the BOE is limited by the Freedom of Information Act to discussing only matters on the agenda, the BOE is not permitted to engage in a discussion of the comments presented. Is there anybody that would like to make public comment regarding the two budgets?
So I just, before we adjourn, I just wanted to thank the board for the support of the budget. It's just on behalf of the district, we really appreciate it. The one thing that I just think it's important to make sure I note is that, so the next thing we have to do is we're going to have the special meeting the night before the referendum to move this budget forward to referendum. And then it goes to referendum the following day. So it's in early May that's going to take place. The thing that I just want to remind board members is we're kind of entering a quiet period where we as a board and I as a representative of the board cannot promote the idea of, hey, we need to pass this budget, right? It's important that doesn't happen. We can inform, but we are not really, we're not supposed to push or promote. So I do plan on having communications to members of the RHAM community, letting them know this is where we are, this is what our current budget is, but it's simply for information purposes. So I just want to make sure that, sometimes people like to do things like write letters to the River East. I know that there are sometimes people like to be vocal in the support of things, which I appreciate. It's just important that we can't really push this budget as far as promoting people and encouraging people to vote for it.
A quick question. You mentioned the River East. Are we going to put a pamphlet in the River
Yeah,
East?
so we're going to do similar to what we did last year. We've been working, actually, I was anticipating having this go smoothly this evening, and we are working with them to get something out. Hopefully, it might not be by this coming one, but yes, we absolutely plan on doing that again.
I think that's effective.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I don't remember the pamphlet from other years. What goes in it?
I'm sorry.
What goes in a pamphlet like that?
So basically, it's kind of like a one-page, just here are the high-level pieces of information about information pertaining to the budget. You know, here's what the increase is. Here's efforts that we did to reduce the budget. Here are some changes that we've made. Here's what the budget accomplishes. It's kind of just like a very scaled down version of our 50-page budget book, just high-level information. And we put it into so I'll make it available in different town halls, and then we utilized it and we put it into the River East last year just so people could see it as well.
Anybody else? Okay. We have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Mike
Lawyer Hebron.
Mike Bollier,
Drew
a second.
Golfin, seconds.
Drew Golfin, a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion passes. Thank you.
Still like that. Did it.